Hey gamers, it's been about 3 weeks since Warcraft Rumble was fully released at BlizzCon, and I've been playing quite a bit of it, so I just wanted to take some time to see if Blizzard accomplished what they were trying to accomplish with the release of Rumble. Going into this video, I'm going to be looking at everything from a free-to-play perspective because I haven't purchased anything and I don't intend to. At BlizzCon, they said they wanted to make a game that could be both played for 5 minutes or for hours on end, and in that aspect, they did a pretty good job. Each match in Rumble is about 5 minutes if they go into overtime and shorter if they don't. And with the campaign and PvP and daily quests, it's currently impossible to run out of content that progresses your deck in some way. But what are the significant ways to make progress? Twice a week, you'll get an Arclight Surge. This is an event where 2 zones light up and gain some extra rewards. Each match you beat within the Arclight zone will reward you with 40 gold for a total of 400 gold if you beat both Arclight Surge zones. From a free-to-play perspective, this is what the game is fully about. Gold is the currency which will hold you back the most as a free-to-play player, at least for a while. Another way to make significant progress is the weekly dungeon. In the weekly dungeon, one family of cards will be chosen, and you can take a deck from a leader of that family into the dungeon. Beating it allows you to permanently upgrade slots in the deck and increases the difficulty of the dungeon, allowing you to repeat this until you can't win anymore. So far, what I've noticed as a free-to-play player is that talents are going to take a long time to fill out. In case you don't know, Rumble's minis can be upgraded to a higher rarity. Doing this upgrades the minis level and adds a talent slot. Once you have upgraded the minis rarity, talent slots will start showing up on the grid. The grid is Rumble's version of a daily shop, where the last row of the grid is removed each day, and the top row shows new items. So how do you upgrade a mini to a higher rarity? Well, first, you must already own the mini. Once you own the mini, the grid will start showing you purchasable options of stars for this mini. Unlocking the first talent slot requires 3 stars and 500 arc energy. After all of that, you will have the talent slot show up in the grid and also be purchasable. It is 90 gold to purchase a mini and each of its stars, plus another 250 gold to purchase a talent. In total, that's 520 gold to unlock one talent slot. And the cost is higher for leader units. Now, if you were following along earlier, you will remember that beating one of your bi-weekly in this case meaning twice a week, not once every 2 weeks. Really, English should look into this. For now, let's just agree to call it die-weekly to mean twice a week. Okay, so beating one of your die-weekly Arclight Surges gives you 400 gold, meaning each talent point unlocked will cost more than half of your weekly gold as a free-to-play player. These talent slots are actually kind of important. They have some really strong effects, and those effects shine through in PvP play, where levels are capped in different rankings, and the only things that will give your minis an edge are the talent slots unlocked and the skills of the person piloting the deck. As an aside, to unlock the second talent for a mini, it takes 10 stars plus the cost of the talent, so that's 1,150 gold for a normal mini and more for a leader. This will not be happening anytime soon as a free-to-play account. There are some other currencies in the game that I believe are used in conjunction with the stars to unlock the rare and epic rarities, but those won't really be a bottleneck for a free-to-play person as you simply won't have the gold to keep up. One other way to make gold is through the campaign. The first time you beat each campaign boss, you'll get a reward, either Arclight Energy, mini unlocks, or gold. In the case of gold, the campaign missions started off giving 40 gold, but as I progressed they started giving 60. I'm unsure of how high this goes for the main campaign, but recently I also unlocked the heroic campaign. Unlocking the heroic campaign was slightly difficult for me, but that may have been a skill issue or the fact that I was looking for a leader I enjoyed using. Once you unlock the heroic campaign, you can go back and redo missions you've already done for more rewards. The way this works is that you beat the mission with a deck of each type. When you beat that mission with a specific type, you'll receive an XP tome for that faction and fill that faction in for the mission. Once you fill in all factions on a specific mission, you'll receive more gold. When looking it up, it seems like 200 gold for each mission. Honestly, from a free-to-play perspective, this doesn't seem like it'll be relevant anytime soon. You'll need 5 different decks, all strong enough to take on the heroic mission, and depending on how hard they are on average, that's going to take quite a bit of time. Currently, those are the only ways to get gold: die-weekly Arclight Surges, the main campaign, and the heroic campaign. Aside from that, the consistent way to gain some power for your minis is to spam daily quests to level them up. These quests are slightly easier versions of missions you've already beat. You get 20 per day, and your queue can hold up to 300 if you didn't finish the ones from the day before. These can proc rare and epic quests, which give you a 3 times and 5 times bonus, respectively. The way your XP is calculated for quest, tomes, new minis, etc. is from your collection bonus. This is an account level, and goes up as the total levels of mini in your account goes up. This means that ideally, you'll want to own one of each mini to boost your collection level and make your quests and tomes give more XP. However, as a free-to-play account, you'll need to balance purchasing minis that you don't intend to use with purchasing stars for the minis that you care about to unlock talents. As a side note, if you intend to go free-to-play, understanding just how important gold is early on is very essential. Do not, I repeat, do not buy tomes from the shop with gold. The best way to get experience is just to grind it out, either in daily quests or from PvP wins. Overall, I've been enjoying my experience in Rumble. I do think Blizzard made the game they were trying to make. It is unmistakably a mobile game for all the good and bad that brings with it, but if the goal was to make a game you could play for 5 minutes or 5 hours, I would say they hit that mark. That is, if your phone's battery can last that long. This game sucks down phone battery at extreme rates. If I spend lunch grinding through daily quests, my phone will have to be charged in order to finish the day out. While I do have an older phone, this is something I've seen echoed on the Reddit for Rumble from others. So hopefully with some updates and tweaks, they can help to reduce the battery drain. One other huge glaring issue I've had is the load times. You have to load into the game, you have to load into the match, you have to load out of the match, and these load screens are not slow either, not for a mobile game at least. Blizzard has to understand that on the phone, people don't want to wait 20 to 40 seconds to load in and out of a match when they can just swipe up and start scrolling through YouTube Shorts instead. This also seems like something that should be pretty easy to solve, although if you've ever played Hearthstone on mobile, or PC for that matter, you might know it's not the smoothest experience, especially Hearthstone's shop. So I wouldn't say that I'm too confident that this will be fixed soon. Lastly, for free-to-play players, I really hope Blizzard considers some way to make gold each day, either from your first daily quest, or maybe from something like 5 for each PvP win. As it stands, this seems like the least likely change that they'll make, as getting frustrated from lack of gold is likely going to be the main driver that sends people into microtransactions. In general, I've been really enjoying my time with Rumble, and I do think Blizzard is on the right track for making a fun mobile game in this style. The gold econ mechanics and the inclusion of a robust PvE campaign are cool ideas, and I think that they're pretty well executed. I hope that as time goes on, the game continues to improve and that the other currencies that allow you to upgrade minis to rare and epic don't also prove to be sparse for free-to-play accounts. It'll be interesting to see how Blizzard handles Rumble as time goes on. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have thoughts about Rumble, leave a comment. You can find me streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/metallicrock or over on Twitter at metallicrock_. Links will be in the description.